Hi, Sunshine parents. Welcome to the school year, even though it's going to look a little different than we have had in previous years. But my name is Kelly Merrill, and I'm your child's teacher, along with Shelby Weber. Miss Weber, she is not here today. She is on a little trip, but I'm going to do this video because I want to get it out to you so you have it before we meet next week for our visits. So a little bit about myself. This is my 16th year here at Playmates Preschool. I started the teddy bear class, which we had to cancel this year, but that's okay, we'll get it back. And thinking positive. So I started that 16 years ago and I've been here. My children went here to Playmates, and so speaking of my kids, I have 3. I have Rebecca, who is studying agriculture education at the University of Illinois. She's a senior. My middle daughter, we just took to Olivet Nazarene University studying intercultural studies and a double major with business. So she wants to solve all the world's problems in adoption. So we'll see how that all turns out in ministry. And then my son Philip is a sophomore studying home at NCHS. So, and then I am married to my husband Chris of 29 years, and we were high school sweethearts and junior high really, but we won't count that. So we've been together a long time. He's a professor at ISU, and this is his 20th year at ISU. We have 2 dogs, and 2 ducks, countless chickens. I don't even know how many we have in our backyard, and 1 rabbit that is in our basement. And if you were here last year, we had a school pet, and his name was Peter Rabbit, and that is the rabbit that is currently in my basement. He was supposed to go to U of I, and he was left behind. So now I have it at my house. Yay! So you're probably asking yourself, wow, this crazy lady with all those animals must live on a farm. I do not. I live in the town of Normal, and although Miss Weber, she does live on a farm. So they have sheep and kittens, and I don't know if they have any cows, pigs. Well, I know they have a dog, things like that. So yeah, so that's kind of fun. So that's a little bit about us. We both love being outdoors and enjoying camping and fishing and hunting, and yes, I hunt. You'll hear all about it here come the fall and in the spring. So I just love being outside, but my favorite thing is kids. So I love children, and I love teaching children. I've been doing it, whether it was Sunday school growing up as a youth, or having my own kids. I took a little bit of a break because I was home with my kids for 9 years, I believe. So anyway, it's good to have you along. So, well, what are we going to expect with this remote learning, right? My expectations, Miss Weber's expectations are still the same. We are going to get your child to write his first and last name, and try to locate their first and last name, and read it. So that would be reading. Count to 20, but for 50 for some. Some will end at the end of the year when we will be counting to 50. Read letters and sounds, be able to recognize the alphabet. And to be kind and respectful to others. We will talk a lot about manners in your home, manners with others. Even though socialization is not going to be a part of our classroom, that's going to be missing because we are remote, we will still be doing lessons and things like that, hopefully online, that they can practice at home. A pre-reading and simple math skills, that really comes through socialization and play. It's not something that we really teach, but that is something that is taught through their play. Now, what does that look like when we're remote? We're going to do our best to incorporate different things, and we have our playground days. So hopefully we can incorporate some of that in that. And we're hoping that we will build up to this, but we hope that by the end of the year, your child will be able to sit for a circle time of 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And kindergarten, of course, is the ultimate goal, right? So we will prepare them for kindergarten. A lot of times parents are asking, what's the difference between the Sunshine class and the Starlight class, which I also help teach, is we are 3 days and they are 5. So it's the same thing. And so circle time, I'm sitting at circle time, kind of condensed my area with my tripod. And so I will start circle time out with our hello song. And then we will do calendar. And over there is weather. We'll talk about the weather a lot. It's a very fun thing to talk about with little kids. And then we will do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance is something that I start with about when we come back from after Christmas, the winter break that we have. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start that and do the pledge together. Okay. And then their name up here is it says howdy. I don't know if you can see it, but it says howdy, and then it has all the kids in our class's name. And then over here, I have where we'll practice our letters on a whiteboard, and I have some stories open, and the manuscript alphabet on the way that your child should be able to write their letters. Okay, this is going home with you in a packet too that you can view. So circle time will be a lot of, sometimes different days will be different, but we will always do that. I may read a story, and then there'll be an activity that they can do at home. There will be music or movement. We may do a science experiment. I will be trying to save my messy science things for playground days. Let's talk about playground days. Playground days are, Mrs. Schaefer mentioned them in her talk that you all received last night. Playground days are our 2nd and 4th Fridays of every month. Okay, if you're not comfortable with coming, we totally understand. We ask that your child comes, I believe, in a mask, and we are going to separate our class with the alphabet, and that is listed on the Brightwell app. Okay, A through L comes from 9 to 9:45. We'll play 30 minutes, and then we'll end with either a sciencey experiment, singing, music, movement, or a story. Okay, and then LM through Z will come then at, believe it's 10 to 10:45. And that gives us time to properly clean the playground and anything that we need to set up again for our playground. We ask that you social distance. I would love to see you moms social distancing over underneath the awesome patio that we have, so you guys can get to know each other and everything. And it's just a great building up the little Sunshine community. So would appreciate that. So holidays will look different also in our curriculum. We have some, we're not sure what Halloween will look like. That's our first. So we're not sure what Thanksgiving or Christmas will look like, but we will incorporate that for sure to make it special as can be with social distancing and all of the crazy pandemic stuff that we're going through. Birthdays, okay? Shout out birthdays will be at circle time, and then there'll be a special treat and a special certificate in your child's packet for them. So we really don't have any birthdays, I don't believe, coming up. I'm looking at the birthday wall, but I'm trying to, let me put my glasses on so I can see. Goofy Mrs. Merrill with her glasses. So we had a lot of August birthdays. So we do have one in September 7th, and we will give her a shout out. And then we have a lot of November and December and January and March birthdays. So that's pretty exciting. And so we're excited. If your child did have a birthday in August, we will do half birthdays. They will be 4 or 5.5, and we will celebrate those in January. Okay, so I think that's everything that I want to cover. I do want to talk a little bit about your packet. I know Mrs. Schaefer mentioned it a little bit too. So you'll be getting a Ziploc bag on packet pickup days, which ours are going to be on our playground days, and it'll be everything in there for the 2 weeks. It'll be themed for the letter, like the letter A is a lot of apple. It's a lot of apple things. And in that, we'll be throwing in a lot of the All About Me pages, okay? So on their visit day, next week, if you pick next week, their visit day, and if you have not signed up, text me, email me, message me through Brightwell, and I will fix you in on a date that works. I know a lot of the days are filled, but I don't know if they're truly filled, or as I have to go on the Sign Up Genius with my computer and figure all that out. So they're going to find their name card. Their name card is for tracing, and with a dry erase marker, they'll be able to take that home along with their binder. They are going to do a craft on the 20-minute visit. It'll be quick. You need to come in and do everything that Mrs. Schaefer told you to do, and then come in the classroom, find their name card, stick it in their binder, and they can hold on to their pen. I do have something for parents to fill out. Just tells me a little bit more personal things about your child. Well, your child's going to do a craft, and then they can explore the classroom and do some playing if they want, or do whatever for their 20 minutes, okay? And then we're going to show you the binder. It's going to go, the All About Me pages will go in the binder as well as the alphabet pages. And then at the end of the classroom, they have a nice binder of everything that they have done at Playmates Preschool for the year for the Sunshine class. So thank you so much for choosing us. I feel so blessed that you are with us and are choosing us. This is going to look so different, and no one expects to be remotely learning, right? And it's just part of that. But I am blessed that we will get to know your child through some Zoom calls, some Zoom fun, and my crazy videos, my field trip videos, which will be on the 1st and the 3rd of every month. And I probably will send a couple more too. We'll do a lot of shout outs, things like that, and for your child to watch. Thank you so much again for joining. It's going to be a great year. Pandemic or not, we will have a fantastic year. God bless you all. Take care.